Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, man. And today we got a little bit of a different video for y'all. Still some Battlefield, but today we actually gonna be talking about the settings, if you guys couldn't tell from the title and the thumbnail. I figured I might as well go ahead and do this. I'm not sure if any other YouTubers have, but it's a lot of things that you can mess around with on the settings in this game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be overwhelming for some people, especially when they just like, I just want to get to the parts where I need to change particular settings and get right into the game. I got y'all in this video today. Just a quick little disclaimer, bro. I have not played this game on controller since the beta, which isn't that long ago, but I haven't played since then on controller, so I haven't completely messed around with the controller settings. But if you guys want a full in-depth guide on how to change and what feels good to play on controller, I can definitely try and get that video out for you guys. So just let me know down in the comment section or wherever you want to let me know. But I will definitely try and get that video out if you guys are wanting to have a controller settings. Without talking too much, man, and just letting you guys be able to see the settings so you can go ahead and go on with your days and get your controls all right and your keybinds and stuff, let me go ahead and say this part. If you guys are new here and you end up enjoying the content, man, we have a lot. It's a variety channel. You guys be sure to hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Maybe they can get some help off of these settings. And again, if I do a controller, setting, they know the YouTuber to come to. Also, guys, we are still trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark before New Year's, man. It's gonna seem like it's got some time before we get there, but we ain't got much time, y'all. We ain't. We already damn near midway through November, so we gonna get there though. Also, don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you always be notified whenever I do post another video. And with all that being said, man, let's get right into these settings. All right, so starting off in general category, man. For the most part, I leave a lot of these controls alone. I don't see there being a big issue with like the introvert looks and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't bother me. I leave all of that off for the most part. I don't fly around on the aircrafts, bro. I really don't. I leave that to the experts. That's if y'all want to change that, flight experts, y'all go right ahead. I will just be a passenger in your damn ship. I do have the camera shake amount all the way down to 50 though, because I don't need my sight in the camera to be shaking around with explosives. Now, if you want a real life experience, then go ahead and turn that up. But me personally, I'm turning that thing down. That's not gonna help me, be good optimally. Moving over to display, man, you already know, go ahead and keep that on full screen always. That is gonna give you the best performance on your PC. Also, I feel like I should let you guys know my PC is not the strongest out there, you know what I mean? So the settings, trust me, if you have like a mid to low tier PC, this still might be valuable to you, you know what I mean? Like, it's not all that strong, guys, I promise you. I don't even have a 20 series graphics card. So whatever your monitor is, change it to that. You guys already know too with the refresh rate, whatever your monitor is, go ahead and change it to that. As you guys can see, I'm clearly not running the most powerful setup over here, and this stuff is still pretty damn good. It works really well for me. Field of view. Now, I played around with this one a little bit, and I feel like 101 was a pretty good sweet spot. Now, you could go up more if you want to, but 101 was a good field of view. I didn't feel like it was way too much going on my screen, which is already a lot going on in Battlefield. But I felt like I had the right amount of view for just about everything, and it felt smooth. For my ADS field of view, I left that on or off. Sorry, I haven't really felt the need to turn it on. Again, this is more of a personal preference for you guys, so if you want it on, go ahead and turn it on, but I'm just gonna leave mine off. Brightness, I turned that joint up to 65 because there are some pretty dark maps, especially when they go over towards the nighttime and shit like that. It gets a little hard to kind of point people out, so I just turned it up to about 65. I don't think it needs to be above that. You could even keep it at like 60 or 55. Those are like some of the sweet spots, but 65 feels right to me where the game doesn't seem washed out. Moving on to motion blur, turned that joint down to 10. You could turn it all the way off if you want to, honestly. I just left it at 10, felt good, didn't seem like too much of my game was moving around and then my vision all blurry and shit. No, 10 is good. You're not gonna have that crazy blurred vision and everything when you sprint and doing all the things that you need to do. 10 is a good spot for you. Everything else, go ahead and leave all this on, man. You guys, again, if you want, you can turn this off, but it did not affect my game. I didn't experience any lag. I didn't think that the visuals looked horrible with all this on. It's perfectly fine to leave it on, but again, that's up to you on if you want to turn that off or not. Moving on to the graphics, I recommend custom. Go ahead and throw that thing on custom and mess around with what you want. As you guys can see, I have texture on high, the texture quality on high, texture filtering on high, I have the lighting quality high, and then I start to put some things in medium. Again, with these settings, these are things that I don't feel like necessarily need to be on high settings because you don't really notice them all that much. Like the effect quality, for example, sets the quality of effect. A higher settings mean reduced performance. Now, I don't think the effects themselves need to be all that high. A medium setting is just fine. Then you have the post-process quality. I'm also keeping that on medium. Like, these things are not super important to see in high or ultra, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even put that stress on your PC. Go ahead and put it to medium, and I guarantee you will not notice that big of a difference, and you're gonna be able to go ahead and play the game without any lag or type of issues going on with your PC. But if you have one of them high powered 30 series and you souped out your PC, go ahead, do whatever you want. This video is not for you. For the mesh quality, go ahead and put that on medium. Then we have the terrain quality. Now, me personally, I wanted to see all of Battlefield's glory in high. So again, no need for ultra. High is definitely good enough to see the beauties of the game. For the undergrowth quality, I put that one on medium. Now, you can mess around with this one a little bit. You could potentially have it on high as well because it also affects the terrain. But medium, again, I'm telling you guys, all of this seems fine. Like, my game quality does not look like shit. I didn't notice any lag or any like ugly roadblocks moments. It was none of that over here for me. For the anti-aliasing post-processing, I kept that on TAA high. I didn't really mess around with that too much, but as you guys can see, higher settings may reduce the performance. So you can turn it down, but again, y'all, like I said, my PC is not that strong itself, and it's running smooth with a lot of these things on high settings. Again, you are more than welcome to turn it all down to medium so that you can get the most out of your PC. I'm just letting you know, for me, it doesn't affect me like that. And for the ambient occlusion, I kept that on HBAO. As you guys can see, if you select the dynamic ambient occlusion method, HBAO offers the highest quality but comes at a high performance cost. Again, y'all, I know all of this is saying it comes at a high performance cost, but you guys can see in gameplays and all that for me anyways, it is not affecting me. I never lag and I don't experience any delay in the game, man. I'm telling you guys, it is perfectly fine. If you go to ultra on a lot of these things though, I can't help you if you have a small or a low tier type of PC or even a mid tier PC. So that's just my forewarning, and that's all I gotta say about that. Just kind of quickly going over the color blindness. I don't have that on at all on here. Now that could change later on for me down the line, but as of right now, I don't notice any big issues because your squad shows green, your team personally shows blue, and the enemy show red, and it's not that hard to differentiate. Now, if you are colorblind, obviously change it to whatever is best for you, but they did pretty good with, you know, letting you know, oh, that's a teammate and that's an enemy. Like, it's not that hard to tell, so I just leave that alone. Moving over to sound, this is where I personally like mine, and I still have no issues with this. So you guys definitely can copy and paste it, but to me personally, I feel like Battlefield is a little too loud. So I had to turn my shit down, bro. I turned that master volume down to 80. Music volume, there's no need for me to hear the music. Turned that joint down to 34. You could turn it all the way off if you want to, but I don't really hear it all that much at 34, 35. The sound effect volume also at 80. Bro, I'm telling you, you are not gonna be over here like, I can't hear anything, I'm struggling my sound. Like, no, this game is loud as shit. You are fine turning it down to 80. In-game announcers, go ahead and turn that thing down to 70. This is where you guys kind of want to mess with this a little bit too. The audio mix. Me personally, I think the 3D headphones sounds the best because, as you guys can see, headphones is a binaural mix for any stereo headphones to better perceive the position of sounds behind, below, above, and all that. So for me personally, y'all, I think that is going to be the best, and especially since I have my Astro headphones, they already kind of make those sounds pretty obvious for me. But I felt like, why not go ahead and enhance those sounds so I really know exactly where people are coming from. And I'm telling y'all, even with the master volume, the sound effects and all that down, you don't notice that, like, because it's down. And with the 3D headphones, you do not notice it. Again, you guys don't have to turn that master volume down. If you want to leave all those sounds up, go ahead. But this audio mix, I recommend you go ahead and switch to that 3D headphones, man. You will definitely be able to tell where anybody is coming from. Now, on the standard Conquest, it's probably going to sound a little chaotic to you, but it's easy to tell where a lot of things are coming from because of that. So I definitely recommend that. And so moving on to the on-foot controls for mouse and keybinds, I went ahead and turned that down to 19. Now with this, I did mess with it a little bit. I was kind of all over the place between 10 and 20, and I would still say I would like to mess around with it a little bit more, but 19 feels like it's okay. 20 was a little slow, even though it's only one up, or yeah, it's only one up above 19. But then when I went down to like the 12s and the 13s, I felt like I really had no real control over my mouse. And I mean, every move was so fast. So I would say maybe 17 to 20 are around the sweet spots from what I'm messing around with. But that's just me, y'all. I have not been on mouse and key as long as some of you guys, so it might be better for you guys. But to me, I think 19 is a good spot for now. Again, I might go down as I continue to get more comfortable, but for now, let's go ahead and leave it at 19. Then finally getting into the key bindings, which I'm sure some people want to know. For the most part, I left everything the same. But then getting down to it, I do have my prone as my mouse forward button, so it's just the little side button that I have on my mouse. I felt like that's gonna be way more effective than hitting Z. I don't want to have to maneuver my fingers all crazy to fucking hit the Z button, and I'm over here throwing up gang signs just so I can prone. Turn that to your mouse button if you have that availability, man. It's going to make a difference. For the people that play Call of Duty, you already know how it helps. And Battlefield people, I'm sure you guys also know, sometimes proning in a gunfight might be best. And again, hitting Z is just too complicated. I do have my specialist grenade set to mouse 3, so I don't have to go in and hit 3 itself. Just easier, quicker in my opinion. Everything else is about the same. Like I said, I don't mess with the gunner, I don't mess with the vehicle and all that stuff. Those settings, those are pretty much the exact same as the game already has it, and I'm already kind of used to it. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for the settings video. Again, guys, like I said in the beginning, if you want to see a controller settings guide, I can definitely go ahead and start getting on the controller again and giving you guys some of the settings that are either the best or feel the best to use, and we can go over a little bit more. But these settings are potentially bound to change later on down the line as the game comes available to everybody else. And I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Got to the settings that were important instead of just going through everything and being like, damn, this is way too much. So again, thank you guys for sitting through and watching this. If you did, I'll do my best to make this short. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, man.
Yeah, you don't even know my name. You don't understand my pain. They tryna get him a job, nigga. They got me moving a lot quicker, yeah. I don't ever wanna change. Make no sense for me to stay the same. I got my hand on the glide, nigga. She got her hand on my cot. Wait, look. Name a nigga that's real on God, I got curious. I got no love in my heart, yeah, I'm serious. Money problem keep him toting that iron. Saying fine, but you know I'm lying. Suffer in silence, cause don't no one give a fuck, really. I'm tired of playing in games. Only influenced by pain, but I influence the same. Dog, it's a shame.